What's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about The Power of Moments. This is a book that Chip and Dan Heath wrote, and it's something that really stuck to me. And I think it's because in life, in movies, books, we always hear about the protagonists and how they had this one moment that made them switch, and that it changed their life around. And it's something that we can really relate to because life is full of small moments tied together. And we can realize how powerful those moments are because those singular moments can motivate us to make the changes we need to in our life. And I thought, what was the moment that changed my life? Am I still waiting on that moment? And I feel like there's so many people in life that wait for it and they don't take that opportunity to seize a moment. And so I'm just going to talk about some of the examples they gave in their book, and I feel like that could be something that you guys can relate to or just give you ideas and make you recognize the moment you have. So one example was there's these two teachers in California, and they're trying to make memorable experiences for their students, and they knew like prom, sports games, and all these small typical events really made it a memorable experience for their students. But they wanted to do something different in an educational aspect. So they created a mock trial after reading the book Lord of the Flies. And if you know this book, it's about a bunch of kids on the island and they get stuck and they have this judgment trial. And so they separate the students between the prosecution and the defense and prepare for this trial. And this turned out to be such a memorable experience that the school made it so that they did this every single year. And it's been recognized in the academic field by other teachers and copied. And it's because they saw an opportunity of what can get the kids involved and what can make this experience even better. This is another one that really stood out to me, and it could be really applicable to like marketing, just creating a brand. And it's the Ritz-Carlton. If you know the Ritz-Carlton, they're a really expensive hotel, but they are awesome at customer service. And there's a boy who left his stuffed giraffe at the Ritz-Carlton, and his father called and asked him to send it because this is his favorite stuffed animal. And so in order to help his kid out, like any parent would do, he did anything he could to ease the boy. So he got the hotel to find it and send it back. So the Ritz-Carlton could have stopped there and just done that, but they seized that moment, and this powerful moment really helped them. And so what they did was they took the giraffe and took pictures of it all throughout the hotel with the different amenities that the Ritz-Carlton offers. And this is just really cool because they sent a binder full of photos of the giraffe doing all this, and it just showed that the Ritz-Carlton cared and wanted to tell the boy that his stuffed animal had a good time. But think of the marketing aspect of this. It's really showed that the Ritz-Carlton goes the extra mile. They do so much for you. They don't stick to the status quo, you could say, and they wanted to create this lasting memory. And this is something that you can do, and for your customers, you go the extra mile, that you break the script and you give people what they want. There's a bakery too that they talked about that when their employees see that customers are having a bad day, they're physically seeing them have a bad day, they have small pastries set aside just to give them for free to try to turn their day around. And think about the joy that this could give someone just by receiving something free. And I think that is something that we can apply in our lives. What is something that we can do to help turn someone's day around? And that's when we can seize a moment within our day. And there's another one that I want to share. It's kind of like the power of bad experiences, and this can really motivate us as well. There's this guy Josh Clark who went through a bad breakup, and if you ever gone through a breakup, it's never easy, it's not fun. And for him to get it off his mind, he decided to start running. And he wasn't a runner before, but this is just a life change he made to help him cope with the breakup. And so as he started running, he started to enjoy it and like it and started to write about it. And he created this program that eventually turned into a step-by-step process on how to stay motivated and run. And it's because of this bad experience, this catalyst that motivate him to change his life. And I think this is something that we can really reflect on too. Just like our good experiences can be such a catalyst, just like our bad experiences can be, that motivate us to change. And we need to think about how life brings so many moments in our life. And if we're not ready to seize the opportunity, we can really miss out on so much. And so always be looking for that opportunity, but also don't be afraid to try. Because if we look at those opportunities, take advantage of them, and recognize that that's not our path, that's not something we like, then we can stop and we'll know for sure. Because the power of knowing is a lot more peaceful with oneself than the power of not knowing. And so I want you guys to think about that and seize your opportunity as when it comes. All right, guys, see ya. Thanks for listening.